Hello my friends, I'm hoping this finds you well. Jimmy's Old Time Radio Show, coming to you from my home. It has become my sound studio, and from this room I've been making some videos for your residents. I want to introduce what I'm calling the new Friday segment. I'm planning to, on every Friday, make a video about the week's happenings, answer some of the questions, give feedback to some of the comments, acknowledge some of the thank yous that I've been getting, and just keep you up to date about what my plans are. I'm adapting like everyone right now. As a care home entertainer, my business has been completely wiped out. So for me, I have to swim or sink. So I'm here to talk to you about the future of care home entertainment. I've sent a lot of emails out with that title, and I'm just trying to connect with everybody personally. And I'm opening up some forums about this subject and everything else. Estimates today released from the Ontario government suggest that there could be pandemic measures in place for between 18 months and 2 years. So possibly my business is going to be 2 years before I can go out and entertain the way I used to. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to last that long. So I have to, as I say, adapt. For a long time I've been thinking about making online content. It would seem the time has come. There's really no other alternative for me now. Since I closed my business on March the 12th, I've been making a number of videos. I'm currently working on my 15th co-video. For me, the co part isn't just in relation to the pandemic's virus. To me, co also means, there's two or more parties involved and connected to one another, reciprocating back and forth with the residents, my music for the residents. That for me is the co-element of my co-videos. This format, plus some of my other online formats, are all to help us adapt and move forward. There's going to be tighter standards. Health and safety has always been keystone to our healthcare system. With the impact of this pandemic on especially the long-term care and retirement sectors, there are going to be needed some changes. As a healthcare professional, as an entertainer, as somebody with a lot of different experiences, I've been around the gerontology field for about 30 years now, various capacities. I have a lot to offer. For 10 years I have been entertaining Canadian seniors. I've played nearly 450 different unique facilities. Throughout my tenure as an entertainer, I've been taking notes. I've done a presentation to Lethbridge College. That presentation has since grown into a as yet unpublished book, but I've accumulated a lot of knowledge during these 2,000 care home concerts, and I've been wanting to share this with you. So the book, these videos, and my online platforms are all designed for us to create a correspondence with one another. I'm mostly in connection with recreation therapists, and my focus is largely just on music. But there's a lot of things that I can offer from that perspective. For a while I've been considering offering facilities a secondary audit. As a periodic visitor, I see a wide spectrum of things, right from the parking lot to the bathrooms to the venue, the show itself. There are often little things that can be improved. I would love to be able to offer those pointers and observations on a regular basis. So we'll be talking about audits in the future. Audit is kind of a dirty word or a strong word. It's a friendly audit, and it's just basically a snapshot of what I've seen and suggestions about how to make things better, all with this resident safety and experience in mind. So all of these things are moving forward. The first most important thing for me are to continue to make these videos. This new Friday segment is going to be one of the most important things. Plus, I hope to do at least one concert video a week. I've been making 2 a week right now, and I found that they take at least 20 hours just to make a video, so I've been a busy boy. I need to slow down the process. I want to put a little more production into it. I want to diversify my surroundings, but everything's on lockdown right now. I'd like to incorporate special guests, maybe rent the Civic Theatre where I live. Maybe I'll do productions on site. A lot of facilities have really nice stages where I could film a show. Probably your most pressing question for me right now is, why am I sometimes wearing glasses and sometimes not? Well, let me answer that question for you. I have found that the harsh lighting in my studio creates glares on my lenses. In my theater arts background in high school, I took 3 years of theater arts. I learned a little trick there that often actors on stage wear glasses without lenses to prevent glares. So in the absence of a pair of glasses without lenses, I'm simply opting to not wear them for these videos. In case you're wondering, I used to wear contact lenses and I missed those days. So there's a lot to discuss moving forward. It's the future of care home entertainment. I want to be a leader in the innovation of online entertainment for Canadian seniors, and indeed this is something that I could share with seniors around the world. So in a sense, there's a lot of opportunity in this hardship. If you are a recreation therapist, I'm asking that you forward these ideas to your administrator. Take a summary of these thoughts to your management meeting. The sooner we discuss it, the sooner we can move forward. I'm going to get to your comments and questions and thank yous in a little bit. I've had a lot of people write me with some nice things this week. These videos, the Friday segment videos, are going to be added to a new playlist on my channel called CCHEA, affectionately called CCHEA. CCHEA stands for the Canadian Care Homes Entertainers Association. I am its administrator. I created CCHEA around November. I was doing a project for a course that I'm taking, an administrator's course. I was able to tie in with my program. The Canadian Care Homes Entertainers Association is a platform for dialogue between entertainers and the venues that hire them. Tying in all the things I've been talking about, raising the standards, health and safety, infection control. There's a lot of different ethical elements that come up. I see all kinds of things that I know can be improved on. I want to be able to provide feedback. All of this is for the care and benefit of our seniors. CCHEA can be found on Facebook. There is a page, CCHEA. Please join the group, introduce yourself. It's still young, but there are about 5 months of posts there. Please scroll through and see what I've been up to. It's going to be interesting there for the next while. Jimmy's Old Time Radio Show is also on Facebook. There's sort of a different type of forum there. I like to share some newspaper clippings and things like that that wouldn't normally make a video. My social media is basically limited to that. My YouTube channel, my Facebook pages, Jimmy's Old Time Radio Show, CCHEA. I also am known as Scarney. That is my personal music. I have a website called scarney.com. But that is basically the limit to my social media. In case you're searching for me in Twitter and LinkedIn, I'm out there, but I don't really go there. My credentials. Red Seal certified chef. I did that for a couple of decades. When I finished my chef's program, I took a postgraduate course, food service supervision through George Brown College in Toronto, directed toward management of institutional kitchens. I was a nutritional manager in a retirement home and in a long-term care home. The differences between retirement and long-term care are quite marked. Between that experience and all the facilities that I visited as an entertainer, I have a good broad spectrum of suggestions and advice to offer. As I said, I am a student of administration with Healthcare Can. I'm about 2/3 of the way through my course right now. It's been kind of on the shelf for a couple of months, and I really need to devote some energy to that again. I'm not actually sure if I'm planning to become an administrator, but I wanted to upgrade my education, round out my perspective on some of the upper management decisions that affect myself as an entertainer. Those are where the directives to those recreation therapists that I work for come from. So I wanted to be able to connect to that at a deeper level. Through all of my training and experience, I am well versed in infection control. I have been taught infection control at a number of levels. I was a culinary instructor at one point at Georgian College. I even taught infection control. I'm a health and safety advocate. So these videos, these ambitious plans, I'm trying to make a living from this. So I'm looking to you to support my work. We are still going to explore formalizing what the value of this is. Should we have a subscription service? Should it be voluntary? Should it be pay-as-you-go, or should it just be open-ended? I'm open-minded right now, and I'm just going to keep working. And I think those particular matters, we'll just have to wait for a while. Maybe in the fall we'll decide how to actually pay for this. But I'm asking for your support. I've had a number of people offer me help, and I really appreciate it. So I want to give some shout outs now. All week I've been getting encouraging messages. I've been blitzing all of the facilities I know, from coast to coast. Whether I've performed for you or not, you are still in my contacts. And I've cleaned up my contacts, and I've tried to eliminate all the lost leaders. So through the week I've had some comments, starting with Extendicare Elmview in Regina. I was to see you folks this spring as part of my Canadian tour. My Canadian tour is cancelled. I've notified everybody. I've posted it on my Facebook page, and it saddens me that my tour is cancelled. I'm out of work basically until the end of June, possibly 18 months to 2 years. Extendicare Elmview had a question. Can these concerts be viewed anytime? Absolutely yes. Once they're posted to my YouTube channel, they are there. People are in different time zones, and that's one of the reasons why I decided to go to pre-recorded rather than live streamed, because then you have the flexibility. So thanks to Laurie in Regina for that question. Next, we heard from Eileen at Bowmanville Creek. Eileen has kindly offered to support my work. Eileen, I just want to personally say thank you for being forward-thinking and proactive, and helping me to spearhead the future of care home entertainment. Hey, you know, I've been thinking for a while that if I got just a little bit of support from everybody, I wouldn't need the government to pay me. I could actually be working for you and with you, and that's really what I hope to do. Patty at the Edson Hospital, Edson, Alberta. I was so hoping to visit you folks. You had some kind words. You said that your residents in your dementia unit loved the video. Hey, I appreciate that. We had a lot of fun when I last visited you in 2016, and I remember the comments then. One of the nurses said that she hadn't seen the residents perk up that way ever. And we really did have a perked up afternoon there together. So I could just imagine them watching the video. Thank you for that. Ridgepoint in beautiful Kamloops, British Columbia, one of my favorite cities in Canada. You thank me for being technically inclined. Well, I'm not quite so sure how technically inclined I am. I am still figuring this out. Parkland St. John. Hello, my friends out there. I just saw you back in September. Please say hello to my friend Roger Hunter. Roger is a resident at Parkland St. John, and he and I became friends 2.5 years ago, when I was in the Maritimes on what was then my 4th Maritime concert tour. I was at the beach, walking the beach on an evening off. I had played some shows, and I heard some music coming from a car. A fella was parked there in the parking lot. It was the only car there. It was the shoulder season, and there was a fella sitting on the picnic table, and the music was on loud enough that he could hear the music. And I forget who it was, Stompin' Tom or one of the great classics. It caught my ear, so I couldn't help but walk by and say hello and comment about the music. Well, lo and behold, Roger, the fellow that was sitting there, he and I struck up a lengthy conversation, and we've been in touch ever since. Roger has been to a couple of my shows. Roger, special hello. Stay safe, my friend. I sure hope to see you again soon. Collegiate Heights in Sault Ste. Marie. You have promised to support my channel, and I'm very grateful for that. I look forward to some feedback from your residents about my movies. Gardens of Perry Sound in Ontario. Hello, Karen. Hello, residents. You were to have been my first venue during my Western Canadian concert tour. I was to play for you on Monday, May the 4th, the first of 73 shows. I had to cancel that show. It was May, and I don't expect I'll be playing in May, and you agreed in your reply to me. So anyway, it was nice to be in touch with you, and I look forward to your feedback about my movies. Anastasia at Shaftesbury in Winnipeg, Manitoba. I was so looking forward to visiting you as well. You had some nice comments. You said incredible YouTube video. Well, I'm working on incredible. I'm trying. You said the tenants though loved it. I really appreciate that. You said it was perfect right now. Well, just trying my best anyway. And lastly at this point, Susan in Little Gull Lake, Saskatchewan. I was looking forward to visiting you for the second time. I was planning on several weeks in rural Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba this year. I wanted to visit a lot of the small towns. I was booked in places like Sylvan Lake and Consort and Olds and Brooks, Medicine Hat and Cabri and Mankota and others. I won't be seeing you this year, but hey, let's try again sometime. In the meantime, continue enjoying these videos, and I'm thinking of my friends out there. So that's it for now. That was a lot to say. Thank you, my friends. I'll try to be briefer next time, but this was our first and important Friday segment. Stay healthy, my friends. Talk to you soon.